The video you are seeing right under me is the video made by one Enuani Cultural Forum where he tagged me. All right, I watched the video from the beginning to the end, despite the fact that I'm not too familiar with his Enuani, language, though there is a part of that video where he actually used English. So where I actually deduced what he was talking about in that video. Well, this is the video. Let's watch this video before I respond, proper to this video.
Edo culture. This is the function of Owelle in every palace. It is not a name of a person. That the page where I read the story called Edo culture, or whatever the name is, with every due respect to them, you cannot rewrite our history. Our history says this is the function of Owelle. If anybody is taking the title in a different part of Enuani as a different function, that's allowed, but don't twist or change the function or role or name of the chief called Owelle. Owelle nonokwe among the palace chiefs. Now, who is an Owelle? Owelle is in charge of the chiefs who lead the queen to wherever she goes to have her bath or defecate, because a queen cannot go to this sacred bush where she goes to defecate without security entourage. The head of this security entourage is usually the Owelle.
So, having heard what is said in the video, let me respond, very promptly to the key areas where he mentioned Owelle title, either Owelle or Owelle title. That the Benin, are trying to, copy such a title. Well, first of all, in Benin Kingdom or in Benin tradition, custom and tradition, we don't have a title like that. The Benin do not have such title as Owelle. No, we do not have such title as Owelle. That word Owelle you mentioned in that video is practically an Igbo word. So don't try to drag Benin or the Edos into it. Now, the first observation in that spelling is the double L in that word. O-W-E-L-L-E, Owelle. In Edo language, we do not have such consonant cluster as double L. In Edo language do not have such consonant cluster as double L. There is no word in Edo that has double L. That is the first observation. Now, the second observation is that that word is not an Edo word. And the Beninese do not have a title as Owelle or Owelle. So I don't know where you read that from, or you were trying to drag the Beninese, into that video. The Beninese do not have such title as Owelle. So the only word we have in Edo that is close to what you wrote is Owelle. O-W-E-R-E, Owelle. That is what you are seeing, in this video. Owelle. The Owelle we have in Edo does not have the same meaning or the same description as what you explained in the video. Owelle in Edo means an elderly person. It is not a title born by any man. It is never a title. It is a position that is attained naturally in life. So you grow into it. It is not a title that somebody must hold for life. You grow into it. Owelle means an elderly person. So it takes you to be an elder before you become Owelle in Edo. Okay? Now, that is why we have Odiowere Ojowe means the head or the most senior among the Owe. The most senior among the Owe is what the Benin called Odion Owe. Odion means senior. Owe means elder, a respected elderly person. So you must grow naturally to attain the position of Owe. Owe is not a title. Another example is Owelle Mada. Omada is the scepter bearer of the Oba of Benin. Okay, they equally have their Owe. Owe is the most senior Omada. So he grows into that position naturally. As soon as he leaves that position, other person takes the position of an Owe. So Owe is not a title in Benin. Owe is only a position attained naturally in life. Everyone grows into Owe position. As for me, I'm not an Owe. Or when I get old with age, I will get to Owe position. So it is never a title for anyone. If it is a title in the Igbo land, in Benin or in Edo, it is not a title. It is a position that it grows into in life. It is only a position, it is not a title. Now, there are other titles you made mention of in your video. But anyways, I have your other video where you made mention of some titles like the Iyase, the Ezomo, the Onihe, which is only her, you know, the Bazwaye, and which other position again, Isogba or so, that you mentioned in one of your videos. Let me tell you, those titles are not Igbo titles. As long as you are an Anioma person or you are in Anioma, Anioma was part of Benin Kingdom. 100% all the traditional rulers in Anioma drew their influence from the Oba of Benin. They were installed by the Oba of Benin, all of them. They all, no one is left. They all drew their recognition from Benin. They are Egiada. Egiada means a title that is given to anybody by Oba alone. That is why people have Iyase, you have Esogma, you have Oliha, you have Ezomo. These are titles that were created by the past Obas of Benin. When an Oba makes you a chieftaincy title holder or an Enogi, a duke, you are equally given the prerogative to replicate some of the titles from Benin Kingdom. No, though not all, you are given the prerogative to replicate these titles in your own dukedom. If not, those people you call your kings today, they were not kings, they are dukes. They were dukes. They were dukes. So in another video, I'm going to respond swiftly to that particular video you did to debunk that your insinuation or that statement that Oliha and the rest you mentioned, they are all Benin titles. And I'm going to tell you how those titles were created. Most of these titles you are talking about were all created before the Oba of Benin even conquered some of these places you are talking about. So don't try to prioritize or appropriate these titles as Igbo titles. So in the upcoming video, I'm going to explain to you the responsibilities of these titles and how they were created. The Iyase you mentioned in that video, Iyase was created 1255 AD by Oba Owelle. So in the upcoming video, I will explicitly explain how this title. But back to what you said in that video, I didn't know where you got the history you read that the Benin has Owelle title. The Benin do not have Owelle title. The Benin only have Owe. It is not a title, it is a position attained naturally in life. So thank you and God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.